A lot of us have gone through these experiences at some point in our lives. Everything was going well, but then something happened, either in our personal life or in our professional life, and it changed everything. Suddenly we lost balance, and if things doesn't change soon, we could find ourselves in a situation where we no longer feel happy or fulfilled, and our relationship may be falling apart. No relationship is perfect, and even the happiest couples go through tough times. If you are starting to wonder if your relationship is falling apart, there are some signs to watch out for. Number 1, you are constantly fighting. If it feels like you are arguing all the time, it could be a sign that your relationship is in trouble. Every couple argues from time to time, but if you constantly bickering and can't seem to resolve your differences, it is a sign that something is fundamentally wrong. Number 2, you are growing apart. If you used to be close, but now you are drifting apart drastically, then it's a sign that your relationship is in trouble. Couples who are happy and healthy tend to grow closer over time. So if you feel like you are growing apart, it's a sign that something needs to change. Number 3, you are always unhappy. If you find yourself constantly unhappy in your relationship, things become more complicated every day. When you start noticing small things that normally won't make you angry, things that normally wouldn't irritate you start upsetting you, then there's a problem. Number 4, your partner starts acting really weird. Like suddenly they become aloof, critical, controlling, secretive, distant, jealous, judgmental, insensitivity, uncaring, and so much more. Then your relationship will soon be over. Number 5, you are arguing all the time. If you find yourself arguing with your partner more often than not, it may be a sign that your relationship is in trouble. Constant argument leads to resentment, mistrust, and even hatred. If you are not careful, it can also lead to the end of your relationship. If you are arguing all the time, take a step back and try to figure out what the root of the problem is. Once you identify the problem, you can start working on fixing it. It can only be fixed if you and your partner is willing to solve the problem. But if it's only you, then it may be time to consider ending the relationship. Number 6, there is no intimacy. Your sex life suffers or doesn't even exist anymore. There is no love, no hugs, no kisses, no love making anymore. You begin spending hours looking for flaws on yourself and others. You don't feel close to anyone. You notice yourself becoming extremely negative. You feel unhappy, down, and uninspired. You start to neglect people who matter to you. When you become consumed with your own problem, you tend to forget about those closest to you. You stop calling friends and family members, ignoring their phone calls or forgetting to text them. You may even begin making excuses to avoid spending time with your loved ones. You start confiding in others. You start discussing your problem indirectly outside. This behavior is normal. You just need to realize it. When you give up on your relationship completely, you will end up hurting everyone around you. If you are not communicating, spending time together, or being intimate, it is a sign that your relationship is over or on the verge of being over. Number 7, you lack confidence. If you feel like you're losing hope in yourself, then maybe it's time to reassess your self-confidence. Sometimes we all go through periods of emotional upheaval. But if you find yourself crying frequently or feeling sad or anxious for no apparent reason, then you might be experiencing a full-blown depression. Depression is much different than sadness, and you shouldn't let feelings like anger or anxiety consume you. In fact, depression is a serious mental condition that can cause severe symptoms, including fatigue, irritability, and thoughts of suicide. If this describes you, then seek help immediately. You are always the one who has to apologize with regards to your relationship. You might be noticing that your partner is becoming more distant, or that they are starting to nitpick you. These are warning signs that your relationship is in trouble. If you are always the one who has to apologize, it's time to have serious conversation with your partner about what's going on. Otherwise, you are just setting yourself up for more hurt in the future. Recently, your partner is always busy, claiming he doesn't have time and never has time for you. This is also a warning sign that your relationship is in trouble. If you are always the one waiting around for your partner, it's time to have a talk. Your partner should make time for you, and if they are not, it's a sign that something is wrong. Number 9. Your relationship has been sweet. You and your partner used to be amazing and close. You would tell each other everything, and you are always there for one another. But lately, it feels like you are growing apart. You don't talk as much anymore, and when you do, it feels like there is a wall between you. It's like you are more distant than you used to be. This could be a warning sign that your relationship is in trouble. If you are growing apart, it's important to try to reconnect with your partner. Talk to them about what's going on and see if you can work things together to get back to the way things used to be. But if you can't, then it might be time to consider ending the relationship. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notification to get notified whenever we post new videos. See you some other time.